What's up, guys? Nick's Daily here back. Honestly, the past couple of days, I've been thinking of video ideas, and I really just have had nothing because I've covered everything. I covered making trades and who we should draft and the outlook of the offseason. Obviously, news is going to come out and that will change, but right now, I want to just talk to you strictly about how I feel about the team, and I'm going to give you my honest truth. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe, bro. I'm 14 away from 1,000, trying to chase my dreams here and cover the Knicks, so without your support, it wouldn't be possible. I love where the Knicks are at right now. I'm very excited. This is the most excited that I've been watching the Knicks in a very long time. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to put a face cam on. So the Knicks currently own the 11th and the 42nd pick in the 2022 NBA draft. And right now, we're just looking into the future. Of course, we drafted Quentin Grimes, Nemanja Quickly, and Obi Toppin, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, R.J. Barrett. We drafted all these good young prospects, and we're trying to see them develop. So I do feel like the Knicks need to take the direction of finding a coach that can develop these guys and also believe in them and play them rather than a guy like Coach Tibb who's going to prioritize the veterans and doing things his way. And I will say, like, Coach Tibb isn't a bad coach, and I think he obviously I don't think he's an elite coach. Like he has the Knicks playing defense. The Knicks were actually they were technically 11th, but like if you look at in March we were fourth at defense. We had a really good month, but overall it took Coach Tibb like way too long to figure out about these young guys and like quickly and Toppin. It's inexcusable, honestly. I feel like if we keep Coach Tibb, it's just going to be like Julius Randle and Derrick Rose and Burks and Fournier and Dodge Gibson. Like, that's just not what the Knicks should be doing, at least in my opinion. And you guys know that if you've been following the channel. I don't care if the Knicks make the playoffs next season. I really don't care if they don't make the plane. Like, what I care about is developing these young guys and seeing what they can do. Like, how are you going to play Cam Reddish like 13 minutes a game? He was playing more in Atlanta. We brought in Cam Reddish to unleash him and to see his potential. Like, if we're giving Cam Reddish 20 to 25 minutes a game, giving him 30 minutes, and he's playing bad, then sure, that's understandable. But how are we going to see that in 13 minutes of play? So, I mean, Coach Tibb, he was wrong about Emmanuel quickly. Remember, IQ. I mean, he was playing like he was not great, but finally he started getting run and getting a starts, obviously, and because no Rose and we had Burks playing point guard, and obviously, we were without Kemba and stuff like that. And then IQ started to get run, and he picked it up in March and April. He was, I don't know if he's the best player on our team, but he was certainly playing very high level basketball, like as high level as it gets for a second year player. Of course, coming into Kentucky, we got him in the late first round a couple of years ago. So, but just looking at our roster right now, I mean, Alec Burks definitely was good for us. He can do a little bit of everything. He did struggle to shoot the ball from the field, like he was knocking down threes, but same thing with Fournier. Like you can't really rely on these veteran players. So, and obviously RJ Barrett is the best player on our roster. At least in my opinion, you guys might think it's Randall, but I love what I'm seeing out of RJ on both sides of the ball. And he's also 21 years old. He'll be 22 soon. So I love RJ Barrett, man. I'm happy to have him. Wouldn't want anyone else on the team over him, being real with you. And of course, yeah, John and Zion were ahead of him, but that's not his fault. RJ was there at 3, and we got him. I think he's going to be a good player to build around. Mitchell Robinson is going into free agency. Hopefully, we can retain him on a favorable contract. We talked about IQ, Quentin Grimes, very good shooter. Of course, coming out of the University of Houston, always liked his game. Happy to have him on the team as well. He just needs to stay healthy because he was injured a lot last season. Obi Toppin, played so well the last 6 games of the season, 5, 6 games when Randall was shut down. I'm excited to see what's next for Obi. I think he's going to really become a star level type of player for the Knicks. Once again, Coach Tibb was not playing this guy because, well, a lot has to do with Randall, but also like you can't play Randall. Like you can't have Randall on the team and develop Obi. I know a lot of people think we can. It's just not going to happen. Like if we want to develop Obi, he needs to be a starter. And if he's not a starter next season, I don't know what the hell the Knicks are doing. That's just ridiculous. Jericho Sims, we got him in the second round last season. I want to say he's 22 at the top of my head. Yeah, very young guy, rebounds, defends. I don't think he's ready to start right now, which means we definitely want to bring back Mitch, but it doesn't mean that he can't develop and become that for the Knicks. Like if we do lose Mitch, we'll probably start. I don't want to say Nerlens Noel. We probably will start like Taj Gibson or something stupid, but no, I'm not even trying to disrespect Taj Gibson, but I mean, come on. Like that's not the direction the Knicks should be looking to go. And outside of that, like that's pretty much Cam Reddish, of course. You guys know how I feel about Cam. He's not the most efficient player, and he definitely doesn't give you a lot of playmaking, but he gets in the passing lanes with his long wingspan and his length. And we know he can finish over just about anyone down in the paint. We need to see Cam like get consistent minutes, bro. Like you guys think Quickly's Like Quickly's getting these minutes, and look what he become like became. Look what he become. Look what he became. He looked like a star. And it's the same thing for Cam Reddish. We need to see what this guy can do. So we have, first of all, he's going into free agency, so we've got to give him a contract. But definitely no reason to let him go or trade him. And outside of that, that's like pretty much it. I mean, Miles McBride definitely is worth mentioning. Like what I saw from Miles McBride was just this kind of like scrappy, aggressive defender. He can play make. Didn't obviously we didn't see like too much from him, but we saw enough to know that he could be good for us coming off the bench. So that's the thing. Like we have Alec Burks on this roster and Evan Fournier. I mean, we're probably gonna draft a guard. I really don't think we're gonna go guard at 11. That would just make or guard in this point guard. Let me rephrase that. We're not gonna go point guard. We shouldn't go point guard unless that there's the best player on the Knicks board's a point guard, which is not gonna happen. I think Ty might go around the 17 range or something to Houston. We'll see. I don't. Houston might go forward, but just that's basically what it comes down to. Is if we get D'Lo, well now our guards are D'Lo, Maynard Quickly. We've got Miles McBride, Quentin Grimes, and then RJ's a 3. So that's our guards right there, man. But outside of that, I mean, I really don't have much else to say to you guys. Like I said, there hasn't been like much news about the Knicks because we're approaching the draft and the finals are going on. But I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one.